Hello, welcome to Ferrellswimtech. My name is John Farrell. This is the channel where I take my 15 years of racing experience and over 14 years of private coaching experience to help you get faster in the water. We have another swim technique review today, and this is for someone named Miss Lorna. And Lorna happens to have the same last name that I do. No relation that I know of. Fun fact, I actually know someone that has my same exact full name. I actually know two people. One of them is actually Will Ferrell. Yeah, his full name is John William Ferrell. I know, crazy. No relation that I know of. And I also knew another Boy Scout back when I was a teenager that had my same full name. That was very, very weird to have someone yelling Ferrell and it wasn't me. So anyway, so for Lorna here, I have some footage that Lorna sent to me, and she requested that I look over. She is also a member of Team Zoot. And yeah, so we're going to start getting into that. But before we do, got to talk to you about one of my sponsors, Dynamic Triathlete. Dynamic Triathlete is a fantastic way to stretch and to limber up, and helps with recovery, helps with injury prevention, helps with just general quality of life. Dynamic Triathlete is an app where it has 16-minute workout session or stretching sessions that are a lot more kinder than most normal yoga studios, also a whole lot cheaper. So whenever I use this regularly, I feel fantastic. Doesn't matter how much I'm training, I always feel better every time I do a daily routine. There's also targeted routines that target hips, lower body, upper body, and if you're brand new to triathlon, they got a couple really good solid training plans for your next race, no matter what the distance. Anywhere from sprint to full Ironman, they got you covered with a solid training plan that'll help you conquer your first race. So dynamictriathlete.com, offer code SWIM, S-W-I-M, gets you 10% off, and that rounds out to somewhere around $70 a year or about $7 a month. And trust me, stretching is always a good thing, and Dynamic Triathlete will help you do that. Dynamictriathlete.com. Check out the QR code or the link down below in the description and use offer code SWIM for 10% off your subscription. So, also, Ferrellswimtech@gmail.com for anything all Ferrellswimtech related. Check me out on Instagram and on Rumble. And here we go. So let's do this thing. All right. Usually I have my Logitech button up and ready to go, but I totally didn't set that up today. All right. Actually, let's get that loading up while we watch here. All right. So this is Lorna. From one of her side perspectives. So what I'm seeing here is that she's pushing down way too far before she initiates the catch. And if you look at it right about here, you see that her eyesight is just about in line with her hand right before she takes the pull. Okay? So that's one of the main items that we're going to be talking about today is, oh, hi. Okay, now you're active, which is good. I had to install a new set of racks for one of my surfboards. I have a 10-foot board, an 8-foot board, and a 7.6. I think my brother's board's a 7.6. I basically have 3 surfboards, and I only really use one of them. I inherited both my siblings' surfboards. So anyway, I had to totally rearrange all my junk today right before I filmed, and I didn't put my stuff together. So anyway, so one of the things that we're going to talk about is learning how to catch with your hand outside of your peripheral vision. Number 2 is we're going to talk about the kick. Lorna's kick is kind of a hot mess. There's not really much, so you can kind of see it here. There's not really much of a defined kick. It's more of just kind of glorified wiggles. So we're going to really talk about how to start utilizing that kick in order to be able to be efficient, okay? So I've gotten a lot of questions about kick recently where they're saying, well, I'm always being told to not do a lot of kick in order to save your legs. However, a very, very, very light, consistent kick isn't going to kill you, especially if you do it enough in the water and you train your legs to be able to do it. It's literally a zone, like a sub zone 2 kick is very beneficial, because one of the things that Lorna has is she has a lower body positioning where her legs are, or her feet are about that far below the water, where she's going to want to have her heels right at the water surface. So she sent me a second video, so we're going to be able to see from a head-on perspective. So the pull path isn't too bad. Need to shorten up on that elbow bend. Her arms are pretty straight down. Lovely view of the filmographer there. Love to see friends and or significant others. I don't know. I don't know if it's her husband or whatever, but I love seeing friends and or significant others helping out with filming. It's always a good thing. So yeah, a lot straight down with that pull. All right. So we're really going to talk a lot about the pull path. We're going to talk about the catch, and we're going to talk about the kick. So let's get into that. Okay. So with regards to pulling, remember what we want to do is we want to pull water in the straightest path possible, parallel to the water surface, okay? We do not want to make a big swooping circle, which is what Lorna's doing. So what's happening is she's putting her arm out, and then her eyesight is about here. She starts here above the water. Her hand entry is not bad. It's not anything that I'm too worried about at this point. She pushes her hand down to about here, where her hands meet her line of sight. And then when it gets down to about here, then she starts the pull. But it's a lot more of a continuation of the outstretched arm, where she's not grabbing the water and then pushing it backwards in a straight line. It's creating a more of a parabola effect, a curve effect. Basically, you fix your arm radius and then you just swoop your arm backwards. So we want to be able to bend that elbow, get that hand in the vertical position, and then learn how to push it backwards parallel to the water surface, okay? So that's number one. And the other thing too is we don't want to push that arm down in order to get it. We actually want that arm to be outside of our vision, so then we can grab it and push it down. I'll show you on the bench here in a second. But we do not want to see our hands before we push down, because if we push our hands here, we've already missed this much of the actual pullable surface. You're going to see it a lot better on the bench, trust me. So that's number one. So then number two, the next issue that we have is that by pushing the arm in a very long radius, we're not engaging the stronger muscles that we naturally have. We're engaging more naturally weak muscles, attempting to get a lot more strength out of them. That actually winds up leading to shoulder issues in the long run. Now, she's not putting enough effort into it, and this is not a dig. This is just simply looking at the amount of force she's putting on the water, is that she's not putting enough force to really put that much strain on her shoulders, which is a good thing. That means she's not destroying her shoulders. However, we want to fix this problem pretty quickly, because then we'll be able to start using the correct muscles, building that up, and then being able to use your arms a lot more efficiently, okay? Now, with regards to the body positioning, I'd much rather change the kick than focus on the body positioning, because there's a lot that a good, efficient kick can do to help fix poor body positioning, rather than focusing on the teeter-totter effect of the body. If there's no legs, it's very hard to have a proper balance with your body when it comes to the water. So we'll talk about the legs next, okay? So first, what I want to do is I want to go over the 1, 2, 3 drill. The 1, 2, 3 drill is just the bread and butter. You got to learn this drill, because this teaches a lot of important pieces of the catch. The catch is defined as the first about 1/3 to 1/4 of the pull, okay? So in order to do the 1, 2, 3 drill, it's 1, 2, 3, okay? So if I'm facing the camera, 1, 2, hands right about the belly button, and then 3, okay? 3 is the combination of 1 and 2, all right? So let's go over these steps. 1, my hands pointed outwards from shoulder. This is just step 1, right here. 1, we want to grab the water first, okay? We want to grab the water, so we start getting that purchase on the water with our hands, okay? Remember, we don't just push water with our hands. We push all the way up until somewhere about halfway up the bicep. The whole surface area of your arm is in fact pushing that water backwards. So we want to engage the hand first and then engage the rest of the arm, okay? So 1, 2, all right? 2 is where we put the hand somewhere. Here, let me tilt the camera down a little bit, all right? So 1, 2, all right? We want to push the hand somewhere down right around where the belly button is. Get kind of like this middle area. Your middle finger somewhere at the belly button or just overlapping the belly button. Somewhere in that region, you're going to be in the ballpark. It's good enough for now, okay? We can fine-tune that nonsense later. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right? And then with the other hand, 1, 2. Obviously, I'm fighting my camera, my mic mount per our usual arrangement. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right? So those are the two. That is step 1 and step 2. Now 3. 3 is the combination of 1 and 2, except we're executing bam, bam. Okay? 3. 3. Let me do it really slow. 3. All right? It's about here. This is about the speed that you want to eventually do it, but 3. Okay? Flick the hand, and then once the hand's done flicking, pull it towards the belly button. All right? 3. 3. 3. And then obviously with the opposite hand. Okay? So we want to grab that water and then push the arm back towards the belly button. Okay? So when we reach out here, 1, 2, 3. Okay? That's what it's going to wind up being. Because we're here. 1, 2, 3. All right? So that's how it's going to be when you're swimming. This is going to get you right in the ballpark. Arm is at about a 90-degree bend. You want to take it to the next level? Focus on your arm activation. 3, activate the bicep and the tricep and activate the wrist. Okay? 3, get a nice, tight arm. Not that you're trying to crunch a walnut between your wrist and your bicep, okay? Just firm. We want firm. Firm pushes water. Spaghetti noodles does not, all right? We got to maintain the stiffness with our bodies. We like carbon-plated shoes. We like carbon-plated bike frames. We don't want to have our arms be wet spaghetti noodles, all right? Cool. So I think with that, we're going to head back over to the bench. But before we do, I want to talk about my other sponsor, H2OAudio.com. H2OAudio.com, fantastic headphones for your next workout. Land, bike, run, bike, or swim. H2O Audio's got you covered. I have my Ripped Ultras that I use on the bike all the time. They are fantastic. They come with 2 different cups. One's for just more casual listening. The other one are more rubberized cups that are absolutely sweat-proof, a little too sweat-proof to be honest. But they work fantastic. They deliver great sound. They have good connections. And honestly, the Ripped Ultra has amazing battery life. I use their Tri-2 Pros for all of my running. And if I'm actually out on the bike, on the road, I'll actually use my Tri-2 Pros. They're the bone conducting ones. And then in the water, I use the Sonar 2s, which just work flawlessly. I had a great workout last night with my new Masters team, and it was fantastic. I cannot recommend the Sonar 2s enough when you're in the water. So train with music. You're going to be a much happier person. H2O Audio offer code Ferrellswimtech, just like down here in the Instagram. Ferrellswimtech will get you 20% off your order, and every order using that offer code helps me out, helps out the stream, and I greatly appreciate everyone who uses offer code Ferrellswimtech at checkout at h2oaudio.com. Use music to make your workouts more fun. h2oaudio.com, offer code Ferrellswimtech. All right, so with that out of the way, let's change the microphones and let's get back to the bench, and we'll talk about the kick and the pull. All right, microphones are changed out. Fantastic. All right, we're going to shift that over just a smidge. There we go. Okay, so what we got is we're going to talk about this pull, and I'm going to show you what this looks like, okay? So this pull, we want to engage the water out here, okay? What Lorna's doing is she's coming out here, pushing down until about here, then she's dragging her hand along as far down as she possibly can. What we want to do is we want to reach here. I cannot see my hand right now. We want to grab the water up here. 1, 2. Okay, you see down here? This is about 90 degrees. This is down here is about where my belly button would be if I'm sitting up. Okay? So we want to reach above our head, grab the water, push it to the belly button, follow it all the way down. Grab the water, belly button, all the way down. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, so you understand the concept here? We want to reach above our head because we're pulling from up to down. Okay, so if I'm standing up, I'm reaching over my head, grabbing the brick, pushing it down. So that's the overall concept, where if I'm standing up, I'm reaching up and pushing down. You can't see that because I got the camera too darn far down. So if I'm swimming, I'm going to reach up, grab that brick, push it down, push it down. Okay? Even Lorna's looking at about 30 degrees. I'm not seeing my hand if I'm looking at about 30 degrees here. Grab the water, push, 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 push. Okay? So we always want to think we're going up to down. We don't want to push the water forward. We don't want to push it towards the bottom of the pool. Where if we do this and then pull down, we're pushing a lot of water towards the bottom of the pool. That does us no good. We want to push that water down, and as we do it, that pushes us up to the sky. However, we're on the horizontal plane. So if we're on the horizontal plane, what we truly want to do is we want to be able to reach over our head, grab that water, push it down, push it down. Okay? Now, we want to bend that elbow. Now my camera's too high. I am sorry. I gotta get it. It's warm in here, okay? All right. So what we really want to focus on is we want to focus on being able to move that water in the right direction. That's going to move us forward. We push the water to our feet. That moves us closer to our goal at the opposite side of the pool. So the big thing, though, is we want our elbow out and our hand underneath our body. That's a part of the number 3. 3, 3, 3, okay? So we're going to bring our elbow out, but we want to keep our hand somewhere underneath our body. 3, all right? So that's what we want to do for the pull. Now, the kick. The kick doesn't have to be anything crazy. It just needs to be consistent. And we want to be able to kick consistently because this helps us with our body position, plus this helps us with being able to keep progressing forward at all times. Okay? So, step 1 is we want to be able to lift our legs like this, toes pointed, hips down, knees out, and toes pointed. Okay? Hold here for 30 seconds. On average, you should be about 30 seconds per 25, okay? 30 seconds per 25, 2 minutes per 100, all right? So we hold here for 30 seconds, take a break. Hold for 30 seconds, and you can do this on any chair, couch, sofa, bed, whatever. But you want your legs to be suspended, okay? We're going to learn to be able to hold those legs straight, use those core muscles, keep everything nice and straight, okay? So, next, straight leg kick, sitting on your tush, okay? This is going to work your abs a little bit. It's going to work your upper legs a little bit, all right? Nice and easy. Keep the legs moving, 30 seconds, all right? So that's number one. Next, we're going to do the same thing, lying down on our stomachs. Okay, this is your dry land for kicking. So we're going to extend the legs back. Think that you're reaching up to the sky and your legs are pointing down to the ground. Don't let your legs sag. Use your lower back. Keep your legs stationary. Okay? 30 seconds. Take a break. 30 seconds. Take a break. Okay? Then nice and easy flutter kicks. Keep those legs straight. Keep those knees straight. Do not kick with the knees. Keep the legs straight. You do this, this is going to teach you how to do a proper kick in the water. This is exactly how you want to be. When you start doing this, you start wiggling. You're not really doing anything. This is how you train your legs to do kicking. You don't got to do a whole ton of kicking sets. Just a couple of rounds of this every morning. Okay? And then you translate this into the water. Hold the ledge, hold a stair, hold anything, hold a kickboard. Just move your legs just like this. And then you'll be able to figure out how to push the water with your legs. Holy spumoni, it's hot today. Oh boy. All right. I don't have my little fan on me. I got a little fan right here helping me out here. All right. So, with that done, that's the, 1 second. There we go. All right. Didn't want to blow all your eardrums out while we're doing that. So, Lorna, like I said, you want to be able to focus on that catch. So do the 1, 2, 3 drill. Get that focus in your head of grab and push to about here. Make that 90 degree with your elbow. If you're having problems figuring out that 90 degree, biceps on the inside, triceps on the outside. Flex both at the same time, you'll pop your arm into about a 90 degree bend, okay? Use both muscles at the same time to be able to pop it into that 90 degrees and then push it all the way down to your toes, all right? We want that elbow bend. That's one of the number one things. The other thing is starting the catch before your hand enters your eyesight, okay? Do the 1, 2, 3 drill. I think that's going to work really well for you. So, yeah, so hopefully that helps you out, Lorna. If you got any questions, you know where to find me, Ferrellswimtech@gmail.com, or if you are on Team Zoot, check out the Honeycomb app. So that's all I got today. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Keep training. And, check out dynamictriathlete.com, offer code SWIM, or h2oaudio.com, offer code Ferrellswimtech. To help you on your journey and also help out this channel in the process. So look me up on Rumble, Instagram, or YouTube. I am also on the Honeycomb app for Team Zoot. Check out Swim Tips with John. That is my little personal corner. Thank you very much to Mark Goddard for allowing me to set that up with Team Zoot. And so good luck on your next race, wherever you are. And as always, good night, Isaiah Norris, wherever you are. I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.